Open your eyes. Reality is but an illusion.
Who are you calling a... Groot's always with me. You'll see what
So I can talk now. It's 8 a.m. Okay, so let's talk about this one. Data centers.
4, 3,
Supposedly,
2, 1.
they put out... These data centers are putting out this noise that is very detectable by, like... We can't detect it as humans, but animals are bothered by it. Okay, supposedly bees. Bees are very affected, and supposedly, like, they're dying. Okay. You know, Einstein says that when bees go extinct, the whole world will end in 3 years, supposedly. Okay, so the bees, you know, another thing with the data centers, and another thing with, like, all these different studies that they don't do anymore, you know, they say, oh, it's totally healthy or whatever, and it's like, well, they haven't been around long enough and tested long enough for us to implement them safely, right? Or like even, there's like a lot of things about it where it's like, I can't believe this is actually happening, you know? And so,
This is a nice spot.
okay, so bees are affected. Supposedly, there's farmers nearby, and they're saying all the calves that are born are still, and the animals are being born still. And so, like, if you don't know what that means, it's like they're born dead. And you want to know? Can I tell you something? I honestly feel like there's gonna be some kind of event, and it's like we're gonna be going back in time, you know, because this is getting kind of insane with some of these things that they're reporting. Supposedly, animals are lying down by the road. They don't want to sleep on the property. They're all going towards the road, like they want to leave. The animals. So chickens, cows, goats, sheep, all of them are trying to get off the properties and are trying to leave because of the data centers. You know, there's a lot of things today. Like honestly, like usually, I throw on some Instagram and like what I'm looking for on there is like, oh, like this is what I eat. Oh, this is a new, like, you know, thing that I've been doing. Oh, sometimes I grab a chocolate and I put it in a, you know, sometimes I get like, you know, a chocolate ice cream bar and I put it in a croissant and oh, it's the best ice cream sandwich, da 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 da, right? What am I getting today? All kinds of catastrophe situations. They're like, oh, do you know Minnesota? They've been out of power for over a week. No one has anything to say about it, and it's not even on the news or anything. They're like, oh, happening to a town near you. And it's like, you want to know, I get to a point with certain situations where it's like, you want to know, like, the more effective than news, more effective than anything is these people on Instagram that are telling you the gosh honest truth and things that they're countering. You know that? Like,
Much better.
you know, there's a lot of people too that are like talking about how everything is a scam nowadays. And, you know, they're like, oh, isn't it odd how, like, you know, they have all these cameras everywhere and they're always watching you, and then how everything just works out in certain ways, and da 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 da. And they're saying, and then even like, there was like, you know, wrestlers that are like, oh, you know, these cameras, bad idea. Bad idea, you don't need this much security, you don't need this much. Like, you know what's another weird thing too? They're talking about immigration. They were saying, oh, you know, people with this certain background or a certain kind of ideology or belief, you know, isn't compatible in North America. And and like women and are saying this stuff, and the other day they're showing this girl from some country. She stole over like $2,000 worth of stuff, and they were saying, oh, if you have any problems with it, then you're like whatever phobist, and you're phobic towards these people, and it's like, theft is theft. Like, there's no phobic. You're just thieving. You're stealing. Like, theft is theft. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Like, I don't know, like,
The final 10 seconds.
you know, they were saying too, they were like, let's talk about Jesus. You know, under Jesus, they're like, was no war, was no conflict, was peace and honor and courtesy and kindness amongst people. And, you know, the older I get, the more I just feel like, hey, you know what? Jesus had something going on. You know that? Jesus made sense.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Oh, they were saying something too about in grocery stores. Supposedly they're like monitoring you and watching you and then selling the data of what you're purchasing and stuff, and Doug Ford was like, oh no, we can't do that. You wanna know, like, can I tell you the amount of data that we have and that we're selling and whatever, it's kind of getting kind of like out of hand. Yesterday I went to the dollar store and there was like this mother and this father, and you know, kind of giving me the googly eyes, and they're there with their girls, and you know, at earshot they're saying and talking about having sex and keeping it in the family, and oh, you can have my husband and you can have my daughter kind of thing, and oh, we can all play and stuff. And can I tell you something? Like, I feel like there's a breakdown of society coming. Like how creepy is that? Like, oh, this is my husband, and then this is my daughter, and then when you're done with them, you can help yourself to me. And it's like, you want to know, can I tell you something? I don't know if I'm old school, but like, I just wanted one partner. We get married, I have one partner. I don't want to fuck anyone else in the family. I don't want to fuck my friends. I don't want to fuck my boss. I don't want to fuck my coworkers. I don't want to have this crazy fucking life that I feel like everyone's so fucking socially accepting. And you want to know, can I tell you something? Maybe I need to move or go somewhere where that's a normal thing, because I feel like in this city, it's getting very scary how crazy everybody is. You know, not only crazy, but like entitled to the insanity. Oh, like, I need this. It's like, I'm like so beside myself, because it's like, you know, I can't work without people throwing it in my face that I have to have sex with them. I can't go buy groceries or buy food without people throwing their sex at me. I can't go to the gym without people fucking coming on to me. I can't operate without all these fucking insidious fucking tools of, what is it called? The deadly sins? Like so predominant in daily life. Like, you want to know, I went to school and they were like, these are the deadly sins. These are terrible things. These, like, you know, and I get to a point in my life where I'm like, yeah, this is getting kind of ridiculous now. This is getting kind of like, you know, the rich are getting rich and more rich. The poor are getting poor, super poor. You know, no one's working. Can I just mention this? No one's working anymore. There's no concept of, oh, I need to work for it. Everything is, oh, I'm gonna take advantage of you. I'm gonna use and abuse you to my benefit, and we're gonna legalize it so it's law now. And I don't know. It gets kind of like over 40, and you know, I kind of have dreams about like when I was a kid and how things were and how they made way more sense than they do today. You know, another thing too, like, you know, before there used to be cures for things, there's no cures. you know, you get it, you got it, that's it, it's over kind of thing. And everyone's like, oh, who cares? Oh, no one cares. And it's like, you know, can I tell you something? Like, you have a great quality of life now, but like, everything can come to an end like that. And especially with the way that things are going and the way that it's like, oh, I have sex like it's a handshake. And it's like, you know, can I tell you something? You know, in the Bible, it says that you're supposed to, your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. And you need to live like your body is a holy vessel. You need to carry forth proper means and understanding of how to keep yourself. You know, the other day there was a nun on Instagram saying that she's happy being and living life and, oh, I need to be authentic to my unhealthy and sinful lifestyle. And it's like, is everybody out of their fucking minds? Oh no, God wants me to be sinful. God wants me to be like this. Like, no, we're supposed to be doing better than yesterday. We're supposed to be trying to like, you know, maximize the, you know, health that we can attain. We gotta, and not just for yourself, but for your community. You have to be like, you know, driving change for the betterment of society. And it feels like everybody's just gone off the deep end, big time. You know that? Oh, but it needs to feel good. I want to feel good all the time, and I don't care who it affects or who it bothers, because they're wrong to deny me what I think and what I feel. And you know, can I tell you, you know, when you're babysitting like a 2-year-old and they're like, oh, I want this, and you're like, oh no, like you're gonna hurt yourself, and then they have like a complete tantrum. I feel like that's where society's going. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not a good thing. It's really a bad thing. And you know what's really important is discipline and structure and understanding and norms. Can we talk about norms? And just because in fucking, you know, some foreign country all kinds of chaos is permitted doesn't mean that it's like here. Like, this is, we have a certain law and certain standards for how we live and how we've conducted ourselves for a really long time, and for some reason I feel like everyone thinks that, oh hey, don't worry, it's okay in this other country, so hey, why not? And it's like, you know, I kind of miss how things were. I feel like life here used to be so different. I felt like, you know, $20 used to get you above and beyond, and now it's like nothing.
Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff. Mind if I join you, pal? That should be together. This is real firepower.
You know, can I tell you, God wants you to be the strongest, healthiest, you know, best version of yourself. That's what he calls you to be. He doesn't call you to be a sloth. He does not call you to be lazy. He doesn't say, oh hey, feel good all the time. And no, like, can I tell you, life is uncomfortable. You're not going to be comfortable all the time. Like, you're not gonna have this idea that life is easy and life is comfortable and it's always gonna be a good time and hey, feel good no matter what and who cares? Like, no, that's not it. Also, too, can I tell you something? Like, I don't know what kind of fad it is where it's like, oh, my husband has sex with other people and I have sex with other people, then why the fuck are you together? Like, hello? Oh, we have all these bank accounts together, but like, or we have this house together, but like, we both enjoy the company of other people, and like,
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum. Please tell me you can heal from that way. You don't look feeling way better already.
is real firepower!
Extermination!
Sure, I'll take the shield. Avengers!
You're ready for action! Let's get go!
Help never hurt. Always in love raccoons. Typhoon!
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Please tell me you can heal from that wave.
A shield? Oh, why not?
Don't worry, Herbie.
Give me those body back.
For the little guy. Love that healing feeling.
Behold, that child!
Down to 30 seconds.
Extermination!
Final 10 seconds.
This is real firepower! What are you aiming at?
Nowhere yet. Going to overtime.
Extermination!
Aw, lame.
Well, you can't expect to win them all. The right heroes could make all the difference.
Freedom's an idea that will never die.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
All charged up and ready for battle.
It always comes down to us, doesn't it?
That's because we always answer the bell.
I guess so. My old man always said 90% of life is just back with a vengeance.
Yep. And here we are.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Shape in no time.
Double KO!
Coming through. Let's dance. Lightning strike. I'm
What am I? Invisible?
Double KO!
You think I'm too old for this? Malas noches. Live to fight another day.
My fortunes are rising.
Catch! Let's light it up. Stand down. That's the boost I needed. Careful. Take this. Hostile forces incoming.
Double KO!
There's the man doing what he does best. I'm the best there is. Let's dance. America, coming grace. Another shield. Thanks. You can always count on catch.
Zoid, let the sparks fly!
I'm hulking out.
Behold, that child!
Take this. Stand down. Cover your bandit platform. Stand down. That's the boost I needed. All right. Don't rush in.
You know, like there's this movie
Only
that came
60
out.
seconds left.
I didn't watch it because I thought the premise was kind of dumb. Where there's these like this couple, I think that they live near each other or like neighbors or something, and they have this dinner party. And through the course of this dinner party, they realize that we should all have sex now. And it's like, can I tell you, is anything holy? Is anything like, you know what I mean? Like, you know. You want to know, can I tell you something? I used to have this life where it's like, hey, like, go for it, whatever, right? Whatever makes you happy, right? Go for it. Who am I to judge? Who am I to say anything, right? And then I get to a point where it's like, I look around and I'm like, everything's breaking down and nothing is working right and everyone has a problem and And then I think to myself, like, you know what, if you guys can't handle it, then maybe we should, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Another epic victory! Big win!
because, like, you know, I get to a point where I'm like, you know what, you guys can't handle it. You can't, like... And it's like, you know, even at my last job, it's like, I was, like, doing the work of everybody. Like, everyone's just sitting here doing nothing. Like, no, actually, can I tell you, at my last job, and I remember this all very, like, oh too well. So, like, I'm at my job, and there's this guy that works there who's not even from this country, and he's been working at this job for over 20 years or something, beyond me, and he's telling me, oh, go home. Go home, like, and I'm like, oh, like, we've already spoken, and I'm like, oh, like, this is my country, this is where I'm from, so this is my home, so like, if you're looking to go home, like, maybe you should get on a plane and get the fuck out of here, you know what I mean? And like, every day for like 5 years, go home, go home, go home, on repeat, and I have dreams about it. And it's irritating to me because it's like, you want to know, can I tell you, I don't tell people to go home. I don't tell people to go home. Not in the workplace, not on the like, you know, grocery store, not at the gym. Like, I don't say that. I'm like, hey, you're welcome. Like, you know, be kind and courteous to each other, help each other out, do what you can to make this place a better place. Like, you know, I took this course before. The babysitting course. And the babysitting course, they were like, you know, when you leave, make sure that you leave the place better than you found it. You know that? So, like, even at work, like, I would try to clean up, try to make things nice for whatever, right? For the night shift. You know, I'd often say, like, oh, this is what we're working on, this is where we left off, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, these are the problems that we're encountering, so be careful of this. You know, after X amount, make sure you check for slipping, da-da-da-da-da. Like, you know, like, I try to, and, like, you know, when you're handing off the baton, right? You know, I try to make sure that even with the new people, it's like, I try to give them every piece of information that I can. Every piece of information, try to like set them up to succeed. I organize things. I try to make things simple. I draw pictures. I illustrate. I go above and beyond. I'm like, you know, if you need a phone number, here's the number to contact, right? Okay, the people around me are like, I don't give a fuck. Like, okay. And I get to a point where I'm like, okay, so they keep all the people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. They kept all of those people, and they let go of all the people that are with it and that want to do better than yesterday and that are striving for a better. And then everyone's like, oh, don't worry. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Everything is going to be solved. Oh, don't worry. Everything is going to be better than before. Oh, don't worry. And then, you know, can I tell you, on a day-to-day basis, you know, I just pop on Instagram and it's like, oh, everything's falling apart. All these people that didn't work for it and don't know what they're doing and, you know what I mean, are in all these roles where it's like, okay, like it's like the society isn't going to function. Like, society will not function the way it's going. You know that? And they're like, oh, like it's a big boy club and we're all going to do drugs and we're all going to go out and we're all going to cheat on each other. I'm going to cheat on my partner. I'm going to cheat on my business. I'm going to cheat myself into prison. And then I'm going to cheat my way out of prison, like jailbreak. And it's like, you know, can I tell you something? Like, this is getting fucking Looney Tunes. Like, every part of this. Like, they're like, oh, you should trust me because oh, my neighbor does it and so and so in this other country does it, and like you know, can I tell you, I remember I was in this meeting with my boss and he's like, oh, what you're doing is like is crazy. And I'm like, you know, and I was like, if you like, you know, someone tells you like, oh, do this or jump off a bridge, like, are you gonna jump off the bridge? Like, if everybody in your team says we're all gonna go jump off this bridge, are you gonna go jump off this bridge? If everybody in your team says, oh, we're gonna drink the Kool-Aid, are you gonna drink the Kool-Aid? And I'm like, I'm trying to help you right now. I'm trying to do what's right now. We need to fix this. We need to work to and negotiate a better outcome than what's going on. And they're like, no, like I'm gonna jump off that bridge. She literally was like, I'm gonna jump off that bridge. I'm gonna drink that Kool-Aid. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Are you fucking kidding me? My boss is listening to this too. And like, can I tell you, I feel like I entered my 30s and it was like, no, I entered hell. And it's just, it gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And do you remember like the Juggernaut in one of those X-Men movies where he's like slamming through wall after wall after wall, and it's like, that's not a door, that's not a door, that's not a door, that's not a fucking entrance, that's not an exit, that's not. And that's what it feels like in my life. Like I'm just slamming through, and like by the end of this thing, I'm gonna look back and everything is gonna be annihilated. I already know it. It's gonna be devastation. And it's like, oh, like I didn't want a future like that. I wanted something to leave behind for the next generation, and it just feels like everyone's really dialed in to no. Like, can I tell you, like, this annihilist kind of, like, mentality, this annihilist agenda, like, oh, let's fucking annihilate everything 3 ways from Sunday, and then we're all gonna go into a bomb shelter. Isn't that fantastic? And I think to myself, like, this is getting crazy. This is getting so insane. Like, I'm like what, we're all just, like, what is it gonna be, Fallout? And we're all just gonna go underground and that'll be okay? Like, I don't get it. Like, why? Like, why? It didn't have to be like this. It did not have to be like this at all. I was like, come on, like, can we all just figure out something better? Something that makes way more sense than what's going on?
Pick your hero.
I read
I'm not
something
judging.
today. Well, it was like some lady was talking about this, and she was saying, you know, birth rates among people that took the vaccine have like, you know, like, it's insane. They're like, oh, like people aren't having children. They can't physically have children anymore. You know, yesterday there was a doctor saying, you know, a lot of children are being born with deformities, and we're just killing them. And there's no. And then they're saying, you know, MAID is getting kind of insane, and everyone's just opting for MAID. Like, even, you know, people that can't work, and people, and everyone's just what, like, oh, life's not good enough, so I'm just gonna fucking end it all. And the government will pay for you to kill yourself. Don't worry, it's okay. Like, we're getting to a point now, like why? Like, life's not perfect. You do the best that you can. Like,
4, 3.
like, oh, it's not livable.
1.
Oh, life isn't livable anymore.
All you need to
We
do
have
is
to
capture
kill
the
off
mission area.
everybody.
Got it?
What? It's okay, we're gonna import more people, and then when they find the same challenges, then we're just gonna kill them too. It's like, oh, I don't remember that part in the Bible. Oh, if life is too hard, just go to the government and say, kill me. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's all these problems, and then, like, you know, you're like looking to the leaders that are making the big bucks, and they're like all capitalists. They're all making money out of all this fucking degenerate type, fucking unworkable, unlivable kind of situation. You know, another thing, there's a housing crisis. And they're like, oh, this MP has 20 houses, this other MP has fucking 300 houses. Oh, this other person, oh, she has a couple buildings, and then they have a housing corporation. And then, like, I just think to myself, like, okay, so we shut down all these businesses, all these families, all these homes, you know, property tax everybody so that they can't afford anything. Everybody's on the streets. And then we're gonna have all the wealth be distributed to, and then they're like, oh, don't worry, the police are gonna enforce all this criminal like legislation. And then I get to a point where I'm like, oh my god, there's gonna be an internal war. There's gonna be, and you're thinking that the police are gonna be one way, and I just see the police, like, you know, okay, the other day, let's talk about this. The police find some guy who stole an e-bike. Do you know e-bikes? Okay, they literally explode. You know that? The batteries are faulty, and they fucking explode into flames. At any point in time, they can just go up in smoke. Good luck. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like everyone around me is like, oh, it's okay. So this guy steals an e-bike. He has a firearm, a legal firearm, because people with legal firearms, they don't do things like that. So, and he kills one of the police officers. Can I tell you something? Do you think the police are gonna hang out and enforce laws when their life is on the line, especially with people who they've like let in and out of jail multiple times, like over 20 or 30 times? Like, you wanna know, police, they have their life. They have their children, they have their families, they have their mother and their father and their auntie and their uncle, and they're just looking to try to enforce some kind of like normalcy amongst the people, you know that? But if everything fucking shuts down, do you think that they're going to, and like, who do you think they're gonna go for? Who do you think like society's gonna go for?
30 seconds before
like,
you attack.
they're gonna go for all the people that, like, life was so great in this country. Everything was so good. Like, money worked, food worked, everything was working, and now everything is shutting down. And, you know, they were even talking about farms. They're like, oh, did you know that if you have a certain kind of seed, you have to buy seeds, and, you know, if you want to grow something, you have to make sure that you buy the rights to growing that crop. And then we get to a point where it's like, okay, so like, and then they're like, oh no, you need these special genetically modified seeds that this company, that are poisonous and aren't good for long term and actually do damage to the human genome. Like, weird shit like that. And I get to a point in my life where it's like, what are we all working for? What are we all like looking for? Like, and they're like, oh, they're poisoning babies, or they're poisoning fucking dogs and cats, and like everybody's being poisoned. And it's okay though, because everybody's getting poisoned. Like, why are we poisoning people? And then, do you remember there was this show called The Oddblongs, where they would like, you know, test all these chemicals on all these on this like one side of the city, on the other side of the city it was like perfect, pristine, like everyone was like super great and healthy and strong and rich, but then everybody else was like poor and disfigured and fucked up family. And, like, is that what society's going to? Like, and oh, if your family's fucked up, oh, sucks to be you. Like,
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Behold the God of Thunder!
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Judge, jury, executioner!
What am I? Invisible?
I am Thor Odinson, God of Thunder.
you know, I say multiple times on here, I'm like, you know, there's always a bigger fish, right? There's always someone that's more this or more that or more or bigger or stronger or faster or more clever or more rich, more hacking or like technological advancements. Like there's always someone else, you know that? And while you're thinking, oh, I'm doing this great thing, it's like, have you ever thought about the strategies that you're working yourself into a corner? And soon there's gonna be no one to save you and no one to help you. And like even like, you know, like you're like, oh, I'll just go to my bunker. It's like, what if there's people already in that bunker waiting for you? Like and they're like, oh no, there's cameras. It's like, what if there's a blackout incident? Like, you know, another fun fact too, what if they've already built a tunnel? You know, like there's all these different things, and it's like everyone's thinking, oh no, I'm gonna outsmart everyone. Oh, I'm gonna outsmart. And I'm like, okay, what about the Intergalactic Space Confederacy? Like, they're multi-dimensional. They'll just open up a portal right in your bunker. Like, there's so many things in this world where everyone's like, oh, I'm just gonna outsmart everyone and I'm just gonna walk away scot-free. And it's like, the Intergalactic Space Confederacy, I don't think is gonna, like, you know, cater to that kind of strategy. It's gonna like, oh, there's no such thing, John. There's no such thing. Like, didn't you ever watch Star Wars? They're like, it's a movie. Like, you know, what I'm trying to say is that instead of us trying to build this, like, really incompatible society that isn't gonna work, why don't we all just make the best choices that we can today for a greater future for tomorrow for the next generation of people? You know what I mean? Like, but anyway.